Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment is what I do. We had the X, not the X, but X as in 10. Part 10 of Panther's Rage, running through jungle action, written by Don, still invited to the barbecue McGregor, and pencils rendered by Billy Graham, not the evangelist. Now, before we dive in, I need y'all to do what y'all always do for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to the Be Real with D-Real page so that when new material comes out, you get first crack at it. Like this right here. If you're digging what a brother's shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket, comment, like, subscribe, and share to this here page. And y'all need to be learning. Y'all need to be learning about T'Challa. You know what I'm saying? T'Challa was around before 2016 for some of y'all. And this is some of those adventures. You're welcome. Well, doggy, what have we here? Jungle action number 15, part 10 of Panther's Rage. More dinosaurs. Remember last issue, T'Challa had to fight a Tyrannosaurus. Now we got Pteranodons. You know what would be real cool? You know what would be really cool is if somebody is riding. Oh, let me shut up. I've said too much already. I love this story. Thorns in the flesh. Thorns in the mind. Well, what have we here? Are we looking at yet another potential villain? Salamander K'Ruell. Yeah, see, don't be saying nothing to me about Black Panther ain't got no Rose Gallery. My man has a bow with a scope. All righty. The tip of the shaft has a napalm warhead. My man trying to burn T'Challa up, huh? 50-pound tension. That means he's a pretty strong fella. That means it takes 50 pounds of pressure to pull that bowstring back and hold it. Okay, lifting 50 pounds for a lot of people. Moving 50 pounds ain't a big deal. Try holding it in place. So Salamander K'Ruell should not be considered a punk, but he does have a bump problem. Panther turns and sees that napalm arrow coming at him. Coming. I thought y'all knew. Noted, T'Challa is agile enough to dodge arrows. Hell, T'Challa's agile enough to dodge bullets, but that's besides the point. Into the water, into the drink, and that joint explodes. Because as all good military men know, napalm continues to burn even in water. Thanks, Dow Chemicals. Everybody calling him the Panther Devil. And he's looking pretty devilish there. Uh-oh. Salamander K'Ruell still got arrows, huh? And he's getting ready to fire off another. Blam. He's almost a low-budget Hawkeye, ain't he? Salamander K'Ruell is a walking thorn bush as well. That is interesting. Black Panther like, damn, ow, ow, ow. Who is this Negro? T'Challa is going through it. And that's what I love. All of this that he's dealing with after all said and done. You know what I mean? After all said and done. Wow. And then tied him to a sticky bush. See, this resurrection altar thing, this is the perfect vehicle for a movie. This is the perfect vehicle for an ongoing comic. The resurrection altar could be the equivalent of, oh, I don't know, a Lazarus pit, maybe. See, I can talk about Marvel and DC. Ain't nobody paying me. But I've said too much already. Let us move on. Salamander Thornbush is going after flying serpents in the Serpent Valley. See, told you. And leaves him there, tied up to a thorn bush. Wow, that must sting. T'Challa's bleeding. T'Challa is going through it. Man, don't nobody tell me nothing about T'Challa no more being weak. Does that look weak? Could you be tied to a cactus and have cactus thorns in you and still be struggling? My man is bleeding. Wow. Look at this. He's having warm, sunshiny thoughts. And that, by the way, in case y'all weren't able to figure it out from reading, is T'Chaka. And that's T'Challa having a fond memory of him and dear old dad. And dad is teaching him a lesson. And that lesson is going to help my man out later on. Yeah, that art, man, that art is everything, bro. Now, what's going on? He got geckos crawling on him now that are like, royal blood tastes good. That's humiliating. He got a little lizard crawling on him. And that's not normally what the gecko eats. So the gecko like, whatever. And T'Challa's like, I refuse to be treated this way with such indignity. And what is he seeing now? Is that real? That looks like a pterodactyl. Oh my goodness. That pterodactyl wants to eat T'Challa. T'Challa's got thorns in his body. T'Challa's own thorns. Does T'Challa look afraid in that picture to you? Looks like he looks concerned. That's for damn sure. And you would be too if a pterodactyl grabbed your ass and took you off into the air. But T'Challa refuses. He refuses. He's a fighter. Y'all know he's gonna fight. Now, on top of all of that thorniness and everything he's been through up until this point, bear in mind, he had no rest except in that cold ass cave in the Valley of the Chilling Mist. Meanwhile, Monica and Taku are going to see Karota because they kind of have an understanding now. Catch up. Y'all need to catch up. Yeah. I like that conversation. Did it spook her? And then he immediately corrects himself and says, I am using that word literally. I know it has a negative connotation in the States. There you go. And he's standing guard for his mama because his daddy dead. If y'all remember in earlier issues of Jungle Action. Yeah, I guess you watch your daddy get killed or your daddy end up dead. That would take some of your dreams for a little while too. Monica got a little donk. Look at you, Billy Graham. Look at you. She almost doesn't look Monica Lennox in that picture. Hey, look, precursor, thick eyelashes. And she's trying to have a conversation, but Karota still ain't warmed up enough to her. Even in a moment of weakness, she right back on that outworlder stuff. See, everybody trying to talk her down. You know, why don't you quit going in so hard on Monica? T'Challa like what he like. And there is the Palace Royal. Is that Wakabi's girl? Wow. Billy Graham know how to draw black women, don't he? Yay. Thank you, Billy Graham. Chandra do not care. Chandra like, what are you talking about? That's very 70s looking. Now, he is he prostrating himself to his woman? But she don't want to. Meanwhile, look, it's King Cadaver asking about Carnage and Baron Macabre. See, that the whole gang is coming. Meanwhile, T'Challa gets dropped by the pterodactyl into the thorns. Okay, how is T'Challa gonna get out of this one? Answer: He's what I tell you earlier. Writing. And your boy Salamander K'Ruell saw him coming on a pterodactyl and shot the pterodactyl and blew it up. But as we all know, T'Challa like, I done had enough, bro. You ain't gonna be sticking me no more. And got back to Wakanda with Salamander K'Ruell to the palace, tired, burned out. Oh my goodness, thorns in him, bleeding. That's your man T'Challa, standing strong after all of that tomfoolery. How we feeling about it so far? Are we enjoying Panther's Rage? Are we enjoying watching Panther's Rage? Are we enjoying my narrative of Panther's Rage? Drop it in the comments. And as always, I will be coming at you with the next installment of Panther's Rage. We almost done, y'all. Hang tough, hang tough. We almost done. 2 more issues to go, and we're going to wrap this up. All right? Now, does T'Challa have a Rose Gallery, or does T'Challa have a Rose Gallery? This is just one storyline. I'm going to give y'all a rundown here in the weeks to come. I just want y'all to know. Because why am I so strong on Rose Galleries? Because a hero is only as good as the villains he fights. And if you only fight 2 villains all the time, then don't be shocked that your comic book gets canceled all the time. He needs a Rose Gallery. Spider-Man's comic book don't get canceled. He has a Rose Gallery. Batman's comic book don't get canceled. He has a Rose Gallery. I realize those 2 are flagship characters. Flash has a Rose Gallery. Daredevil has a Rose Gallery. Thor even has a Rose Gallery. They don't use Thor's Rose Gallery, but Thor is a white guy, so we can just put him in any movie we want to. See, you got to justify yourself. When you Black, you can't just be good. You got to be better. So I don't know where that rant came from, but please feel free to join me for the next installment of Panther's Rage. And until then, y'all be good. Be good to each other.